Hello, I'm Thubten Gyatso. I was ordained Rabjung by Lama Yeshe in November 1975 with Roger, Elizabeth, Karen, Scott, Margaret and a few others. And at that time, Nick Rinpoche, as soon as I was wearing robes, he came up to me with a box of medicines and bandages. He said, "It's all yours," which meant that I was the new doctor on the hill to look after people. So Lama Yeshe really encouraged the concept of a clinic, and he gave me the small building near the monks' kitchen and dining room and Norbal Inca, which I renovated, and I called it the People's Clinic, revealing my socialist background. So almost immediately, it was extremely busy with the monks at Kopan, the Westerners, and the local villagers. Lama was very keen to look after the village people, and he even rented a room in Kopan village at the bottom of the hill, and he wanted to install Nepalese doctors to look after the people. That operated for a little while, but I don't think it sort of really took off. Meanwhile, I was running the clinic, which I had to limit the hours from 8 in the morning to midday, otherwise I would have been there all day. A steady stream of the local people would come up, some extremely sick, many with simple skin diseases, and which I treated with lots of medicines that Nick's brother Dorian and other friends of mine in Melbourne sent to Nepal, and so I was able to stock the clinic quite well with Western medicines, which I gave out free to the villagers. They couldn't afford to see a doctor, or not to mention buy medicine in those days. So for me, it was really exciting, and meeting so many different people and the villagers. Michael Yeshe and Thubten Monchuk, they were young boys at that time at Kopan. They helped translate, and sometimes some of the other monks as well would help translate so that I could find out what was going. There were some very sick people. One particular occasion, years later, after I'd been to France and established Nalanda, I went back to visit Kopan, and a young man walking on the road towards Bodhi, he gave me a big hug, and I had no idea who he was until he rolled up his legs and showed me scars which I had treated for about 6 weeks from lightning strike which hit the whole family, and the Kopan chief had taken everybody to Shanabhawan Hospital, but for some reason they hadn't admitted him, sent him home, and a week later he came to see me with these terribly infected burns right down the fronts of both legs and tops of his feet. So I put dressings on almost daily. Initially they brought him up on a ladder as a stretcher, and when he could walk again he would come up himself. So it was very moving to see him. Some were so sick I had to refer to hospitals in Kathmandu, and I ran the clinic from the time we were ordained up until end of 79, when I went to Australia to work at Tara House. Not only medically but also veterinarily I was quite busy. Dr. Nick and we amputated the back legs of Sasha, the dog, whose rear end was paralyzed, and Nick did the anesthetic and I did the surgery, and Sasha recovered quite well, dragging her rear end on the ground, but still managed to get pregnant and raise 4 pups. Then there were the buffaloes, one of the Lama's buffaloes, which he bought to provide milk for the monks, got its tail caught in a fence and stripped all the skin off. So I had to amputate the buffalo's tail. So about 12 young monks got the buffalo on its side and they all sat on it to keep it still while I did the necessary. And another time, Gomshun, the Kopan dog, he chased one of the village goats through a barbed wire fence and her udder was torn quite severely. So I stitched that up, gave the goat antibiotics, and a few days later the villagers brought her back up and she was totally healed. They were very surprised. They thought she was gone. Gomshin himself, the dog, his ear was torn and infected and there were maggots in it, and so I removed the diseased part with a scalpel. I guess I should have used my tongue, but it didn't feel right at the time. Some of the monks were quite sick. There were two who I diagnosed with tuberculosis, and one, he took his treatment. The other one was a bit naughty. I got some very expensive medication supplied by Massimo Corona and his family from Italy. And I would give him one pill each day, and some of his friends dobbed him in, and he'd been hiding them, hadn't been taking the medicine. So we had to get him for proper treatment at a TB clinic in Kathmandu. So those were the days at the People's Clinic. In the end, when I left, end of 79, I think if skilled medical people, nurses and doctors came, they would open the clinic and do a small bit. And sort of, I think it was on and off until eventually Kopan built a proper medical clinic, which is now also a well-furnished dental clinic set up by my good friend George Manos. So that is the history of the People's Clinic at Kopan Monastery. I think in terms of social work for the local people, it functioned very well, and we had a good reputation amongst the local people who were always helpful. The free medicine, sometimes they would bring me fruit and vegetables, things from their gardens, which I thought a fair enough exchange for looking after them. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Sangye Tenzin and I work at Kopan Clinic as the head of health department of Kopan Clinic and Nunnery. You have just learned how Kopan Clinic started back in 1975 through Venerable Gyatso. After Venerable Gyatso, many have served at this clinic. As far as I remember, Kathy, Laurie, and our former monks, Kerab, Yeshie, Tsering, etc. In 1996, when I had just finished my grade 10, one morning I was called by our most respected guru, our former abbot Khenso Rinpoche Lama Lundrup, and he started a conversation asking me about my subject of interest and my aim in my life. In between our conversation, all of a sudden, he said, look, Sangye, to serve the sick with proper motivation is the real Dharma. So right after that, he asked me if I would work in the clinic to serve the sick monks and nuns. I accepted the offer without a second thought. So that is how I started working in the clinic. Presently, we have a team of 11 members, a doctor, a lab technician, a radiographer, and we also have some monks trained in medical fields, such like health assistant, dental hygienist, community medical assistant, and we also have one nun studying diploma in pharmacy at the moment. Kopan Clinic takes care of about 420 monks and about 100 foreign students in average who comes here to do meditation courses. Kopan provides introductory meditation courses all around the year. We have a well-built clinic at Kopan Monastery. We have a small clinic in Nunnery, and we have a clinic for local public, which I'm going to speak on later on. We also have a clinic in Chalsa, Solukhumbu, where we have branch monastery with few little monks, and Kopan Monastery runs a school with over 140 students. So the clinic, the school, and the monastery there is close together, and it is located about 3.5 hour walk uphill from the Phaplu airport. Besides that, since 2006, in collaboration with foreign organizations and individual volunteers, we have been organizing free medical camps to the people of rural areas of Nepal and India. The people from the places where we visited had a very hard life. They had to walk day and night just to get enough food to survive. They had to walk hours to reach the health post if they had one in the villages, just to get strips of paracetamol and a pouch of oral rehydration salt, and to have a stock of some common medicines at their home is luxury to them. When we visited them, or after receiving a plastic bag full of medicines, we could easily see the happiness in their faces, or we could feel their expressions of gratitude, not through their words, but through their gestures. So we have a clinic for local public, which is called Mayandaya Clinic, which literally means love and compassion. It was established in 1990 following the advice of His Holiness Gyabje Lama Zopa Rinpoche to improve and enhance the health of local people of Kopan VDC and the nearby villages. There, by the time, there was neither a hospital nor clinic in this area. So with that aim, my clinic came into being. So this clinic is situated right below the hill of Kopan Monastery. A doctor, a nurse, and two dedicated Kopan monks are managing the clinic at present. It has benefited thousands of local sick people, along with the monks and nuns of Kopan Monastery since the inception of the clinic. Although this clinic is well run and successfully providing basic medical facilities to the community, it has been clear now that we need to upgrade or we need to change the modality that the service we are providing as the growing number of new clinics, private clinics, and government health posts are around this area, most probably providing similar facilities as us. And so we had a series of careful discussion with medical professionals considering the current needs, current health needs. We found that hemodialysis is the most effective service we could provide to the local people of this area and the neighboring municipality, as the number of kidney diseases are increasing every year. So every year there is about 3,000 new patients with chronic kidney diseases requiring dialysis, waiting at the hemodialysis centers, who provides 3 shifts of services, are unable to accommodate them. We plan to close down the service we are providing right now, and we are also planning to set up a hemodialysis center at a nearby hospitals with our own department. So that's all about Kopan Clinic and what we are doing. So and our future plans. Last but not the least, at this moment when the whole world is facing a difficult time fighting with the COVID-19 infection, the pandemic, I would like to take this opportunity to express my sincere appreciation to all those heroes who are working day and night on the front line, such like the doctors, nurses, the paramedics, and all those who are involved in saving the lives of the people who are suffering from this deadly disease. I would also like to ask them to generate motivation with compassion before carrying out your duty. So at the end of the day, when you are tired at home, when you're back home tired, you would at least get satisfaction out of what you have done the whole day. And I'm pretty sure that you will have a deep and sound sleep that night. And to all the people out there, do not panic, but be careful and stay safe. Bye-bye.
Most dear, most precious, most kind, wish fulfilling the students and friends and father, mother, sentient beings, yeah. And yeah, so the general subject conclusion is Rojong, thought transformation, Rojong. Yeah, I see. So not only cultural transforms problems or difficulties or unfavorable conditions or yeah, undesirable things. So to utilize, make the most worthwhile. Not just realize a few minutes, few seconds, few minutes happiness, not like that. Not a few hours, one day, or not like that, not temporary happiness. So transform into ultimate happiness. So you see, yeah. With the, yeah, that's what you see, with the ultimate good heart, then Kunzo Changju Sam, the truth for the oral school mind, well, English translate to conventional, I'm not sure what the bodhichitta. So, yes, so that you see utilized in the path through enlightenment, peerless happiness, total cessation of obscuration, growth, then complete realization. So Sangye, so utilize for that peerless happiness. Not just even ultimate happiness, liberated from something, not even that. So that, and then also transforming the unfavorable condition by the right view, by meditating looking at it nature, the dependent arising, which is the meaning. Then that you come to the conclusion that you see nothing exists from their own side. Nothing exists. Nothing exists. It's real. As the way it appeared and the way we apprehend. Never, not the slightest even atom of that. So looking into emptiness, the truth. So that's it. That so then you see the cancer or virus or whatever, the relationship problems, anything that. Any sickness or any problem, depression, anything you are experiencing, you visualize. You see, it becomes a remedy. It becomes a remedy. Remedy, for you to be free from samsara. So eliminate your samsara. The oceans of samsara suffering. So by eliminating the cause of samsara, delusion, karma, the ignorance, wrong concepts, the king of the delusion, the wrong concepts, the ignorance, you see, while there is no I, real I, then believing there is, holding on that. And besides, it appeared to your listener mind. So that. So you see, the remedy. It destroys the cause of samsara, the delusion, karma, the ignorance. You're using cancer or virus or whatever. So wow, amazing. You see that, you can utilize. Wow, that's unbelievable. Then of course that, of course, not only that, of course, that's the wisdom realizing emptiness is the only direct remedy to obscuration. So gross and subtle obscuration. That's the only one which directly ceases. Then you achieving full enlightenment. All of that. So okay. So, but then I said, any part of the Lamrim subject, the whole Lamrim subject is a lojong, thought transformation. Whole, it's a lojong, transform the mind into devotion, seeing the Guru in Buddha, in the essence of Nama's Buddha, old Buddha. As it's mentioned in the refuge, in the monastery it's recited. Yes, the largest monasteries and the refuge prayer. Oh, Chojo Tosun Shui. Then 가서 네 가서 Sangye Tenzin then Lama. So the root guru, root guru, the root guru, the essence of all the 10 directions, past, present, future Buddha. That's always that way. So, the first, Ching Refuge Guru, Lama Kepsho. So, start that way. So, you see, like that, as I mentioned like that, even very beginning refuge. So, then you realize that way. You see, you realize, you actualize, you see the Guru in that way. Then, able to correct follow. With that, able to correct follow. Virtual friends, with thought and action. With thought is the devotion, the action. Whatever the the Guru advice. Then you see, have a total dedication, total breath, heart, mind to immediately follow, exactly follow. So, what is the advice? Oh, that. You see, there is no kind of what's the word? What's the English word? Then there is no what do you call it? There is no kind of doubt, or there is no kind of doubt, and then so much difficult to follow, or so difficult. Or to dedicate life to sacrifice, to someone to follow. So just your mind makes your legends, or the not understanding how important it is. That that's so powerful. That purifies all the nixtamas collected from beginning to birth. All the causes suffering, purify, and the collector more. I mean, it's Scots married, makes who is achieving that one? Well, partially maybe not knowing, maybe intellectually. So difficult. Your mind makes so difficult, even though it's not real. But even though it's not difficult, real, but your mind makes so difficult. Oh, so lazy, and So the mind is like that you make by yourself. So if you don't have these two, that thought, see that devotion, seeing Guru and realizing that's all Buddhism. This is the importance. And so then able to, then you see if you have that, then most happy, it makes your mind most happy to follow the advice. Most happy. You see all that benefit, great benefit. You know, that is one the quickest you can achieve enlightenment. Wow, you know, then you see, most happy to follow through that. That makes life most happy, your life. You see, and that can benefit sentient beings. Not everything complete what you wish, you know, to achieve Dharma path, but the free the numberless sentient beings from the oceans of samsara suffering, and bring them to enlightenment. So so happy, most happy, but to follow Papa. Imagine, so there's no difficulties. Most pleasurable, most happy. Yeah, in the deepest happy, you know. Papa, all like that. How to follow what total action. So so that 그래, 된장 그래요. The Catholic, then yes, this the remember kindness. You see that remember. So it's very much the remember the kindness. You see, like limited sky, you know, kindness. Even each day, not only each day, and kindness good to you in each day, in each hour, in each minute, even each second, you know, that. So, that you are in the guidance of Guru, that's the, then the Kasore. Then Kudirim to some you know, all the Kasore service, you know. So man desire, most happy in your life, happiest, because to see the benefits. So they say, in a so every service, you know, they are Kasore. Like Milarepa, Mapa let him, Mapa is Buddha, you know, Heruka. Mapa let him to build 9-story tower in in Tibet. Still you can see. I didn't see. I was not close by, but didn't get to see it. So I was also doing pilgrimage, and maybe third time pilgrimage in Tibet. So a 9-story tower built by Milarepa himself alone, with no coolies, without even one pulley, one coolie in a porter. So you see, after they built the marble, let him to put the stones back from where he brought, and Then the backside skin become like very thick leather, like that, kind of bluish sort of, like that, you see. Then is never got heresy to Mabra, angry heresy, or never. Even second, you see, never got it, Of course, nowadays, and of course, then, especially in the kind of Western culture, then, of course, now then, put back the guru, what even the enlightened being put in prison next hour or next day, so like that. Anyway, so anyway, so the kata, so the Maharprabhu, so perfect disciple, perfect guru. Enlightenment is like dope. You make bread, you can make bread, you want pizza, noodles, one thing, you see? Like that. So, enlightenment is like handmade. Perfect good, perfect. Perfect disciple is like Minerva. They just exact as many people know about read Minerva's life story. So, like that, brave mind, So they say, so, Catholic, so you see, every single advice, every single service, so happy, most happy thing to do. In the service. I don't know. Just anything. Yeah, that's really. Even the small thing, even offering shoes, example. Service, even offering shoes. Just anything. So that you see, then you collect merit much more than merit offering service to a number of Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. More than that, you collect merit. The net or cultural service offerings to numberless statues, to scriptures, and that merit. Like that, more than that merit collected. You see, if you are offering just example, just use small. And that even the offering shoes or whatever you see, or offering a cup of tea or water, or so that means you see, yes. So the Satyapanita said, I might have mentioned before, I don't remember this time. Probably many of you know, as an old student, Nimi was reptilians. Even the rays of the sun hot, reptilians are hot. Without magnifying glass. Memories cannot produce fire. Memories. So usually we are that's one plant. So you dry the leaf, and then you just leave here and then, kind of mash, and then become dry and soft, see? Then easy to catch the fire. So magnifying glass, what's the magnifying glass? You put them in the magnifying glass on that, the light through the magnifying glass goes on that, then produce fire. That smoke comes. Like that. We, when I was traveling, when I was very small, traveling in Solkumbu, you see, from rolling, from Tame, this part of Solkumbu, Namjapasa, from there, then going to rolling, take 3 days. So like that. If you go, not too quick, normal, so 3 days. Then you have to sleep in the caves, in the rock, the caves. So at that time, there's no lighter or anything. So we have this, stone, this, what's it called? Blend, we have stone, the white stone, then with the iron that's blend, so you do this, you produce sparkling, fire sparkling. So then you have a dry plant there, it's called da. So then it goes on that. So then it starts small fire, smoke comes. Then slowly, bigger, then put grass or some, to produce fire. Then firewood. Yes, you have to carry the firewood and things. So make fire, then food. It's when you sleep at night or like that. You see, in the rock and the rock. So that's how we do this. When I was very small, traveling. You see. Anyway, so anyway, so that magnifying glass cannot produce fire. Like that, that's an example. Like that, like that, the blessings of Buddha, blessings of Buddha, like that, even the blessings of Buddha cannot be received without Guru. Lama doing this, so that's the real meaning. So Lama never, Sangye Tenzin never. By making now here, Lama never, Sangye Tenzin never. After that, by pleasing the Guru, it pleases all the Buddhas. It pleases all Buddhas. Sangye Tenzin never. Kunjo Sumbo, Jigduwe, Lama Chela Dajevjus. Kunjo Sumbo, the 3 rare sublime ones embodied into one. To you, the Guru, I go for it. Lama Chela Dajevji. Oh, there you see. Oh, such a pandita. Oh, man, to see that. That's. So, yeah. So, you see, for example, when you do a retreat or something that is something that pleases the Guru so much, even you didn't inform the Guru, that particular Guru, even you didn't inform, but you see, because you did something that pleases the Guru the most. Yeah, whatever you study or I'm not practice whatever is something that pleases the Guru most. So even you haven't informed the Guru, but you get a dream that Guru is so delighted. So delighted. That's what so joyful. So sparkling. So brightful. So sparkling. So yeah, so happy, most happy. Kind of communicate to you or give you present or things like that. If you haven't informed Guru, so that shows the numberless. Because you did something so which you see, yeah. So the numberless Buddhas are happy with you. They made what you did made me most happy. So they use the Guru, the human karmic connection. You see, so the sign is that the Guru is so happy with you, even though you didn't inform the Guru. So they so happy to you, numberless Buddhas. So by using the holy by manifesting the holy body, manifesting the Guru's holy body, they become a connection. So like that. So that's using kind of how to understand things, you see. So yeah, that so as I said in the past, this this could be a little bit tongue practice, but so each atom of the Guru's holy body is a numberless Buddhas. Numberless Buddhas. So you see, all the past, present, future, all the future. So no question about your present, your deity, of course, no question there. So every atom is here, the holy body. So so whatever service you do, then is it that even when there's rain, putting umbrella or whatever, small thing or just small thing or big thing, whatever. So this, so that you see, every atom is a numberless Buddha, yeah. So that is service. Then you say like that you say whatever you do. So that's amazing. That merits it. Then you see, wow. Lama Chan, this, kind of we don't know. Say I mean, every day you see, I mean, each of these actions is medicine. I mean, light sky or has a more than number of atoms of this earth. It's much more than that. Lama. So that's also. And then you see, all the three rare precious online one, Buddha Dhamma Sangha, imported into one. To the Guru, I go for it. So then like that. It's even like that. So all the in the service, amazing. So yeah, then you see, then Kuti in all the respects, you see, respect to the body, spirit, mind. This, you know, yeah. So the Guru comes standing, you know, all that, so forth, and I'm not going to tell. So it is in the Lamdrum, you know, those sections are the perfect, how to follow perfectly the words of friend there, mentioned there at the end. So the details and the rest. The marriage you call it, you know, purification. Can't imagine with each one, but so much, Lama, so much. So the persons are, you know, most unbelievable, like it. Wow. Many of them, many of us who don't know this practice. We don't know how much merit purification is. We don't know. So, and it's you know, yeah. So it's kind of difficult. Or he's using me, or you know, kind of course, but of course, different from Bodhisattva practice. I mean, marriage should be used by sentient beings. Whatever they like, their happiness, however they want, with the freedom of the Bodhisattva's practice. But now here talking Guru, no, not talking sentient being, Guru. But you see, so people who don't know then, you know, here we're talking Guru, the most important in your life, most precious one in your life. That who helps you to free from oceans of samsara, suffering of the hell, hunger, ocean suffering of hell, ocean suffering of hunger, ocean suffering of animal, ocean suffering of human, ocean suffering of sura, who liberated you from that, who you've been suffering from beginning to about up to now. Oh, he's the one that makes you to be free from that. No, you see? Yeah. This thought, devotion thought, and each advice you do, each service you do, so that's what that benefits. Then they bring to enlightenment. Lama. So kata. Yeah, we didn't receive teachings, complete teachings, and didn't study well or study, but you know, just pass, just like information and nothing to practice, to accept the mind. I mean, just I'm just using myself, so that you see. Yeah. So one is happy, you those who practice, you see, who knows them, unbelievable happy. Every advice you can, anything ask you to do, I mean, in service, anything to do, yeah. Much more than service or offering done to numbers of Dharmas. So anyway, I'm much happy. See like that. So then then third thing, if you have material, to make offering, to collect merit, and if you have it, then you do that. Or, if not, then that's a military says, Parliament about individual. Then you see, he doesn't have anything to offer to Guru. So he said to Marpa, he said that through offering to the Father Guru is done by practice. Parliament about individual. Done by practice. All that. That's the most important thing. So, then also as I mentioned, the Guru side, you accept for the disciple to collect merit. Even you take the half given back to the disciple, all like that. So, this talk that happened, so again, so then also mentioned in the drop of the mudra, and a drop of the mamudra, chachan tigli, drop the mamudra. There are many things about how the firewood, how the fire burned the firewood. There are many things about. Gejikin Tower says it makes dust in 1 second. So there's big piles of, big piles of, one throw, 2 throws, grass, hay. Then, small flame matches or candles. You lit up, but everything to the story, but so soon, in a short time, become ashes. So that is the firewood to see soon become ashes. So, like that. By pleasing, that second, I said, the glorified Guru, And 1 second, then burn negative karma. So all the heavy negative karmas burned in 1 second, purified. All of that. So anyway, I don't know why this subject happened. I remember. I see that they're very serious. One who knows the practice or the benefits, their mind is like so strong. Nothing can distract. The mind is so strong to do that right, to do this, just that's so determined that cannot disturb this, that cannot, have this, cannot disturb. This is the most important thing in your life. Most important thing for you to enlighten sentiments. Free from ocean samsara suffering and brings enlightenment. It's the most important thing to do. It's not only happiness in your life, not only that. Even all sentient beings to have. So much with that. You see, the real serious practitioners, all that, their mind is like that. There's no excuse. This blah blah blah, this worldly thoughts and all excuse and to achieve this dislike pleasure for yourself. There's no kind of excuse. So that. I don't know why the subject came this part. I couldn't go back now. So just mention this. So not very extensive, but I went through quite a bit renouncing eternal Dharma. You see, that solves all the problems. What people in the world have, all the problems. Problems that they know, they don't know. Rejecting pleasure, hallucinated. Came from the older concerned. So anyway, such is one example. So when I was building the Lama Monastery, the past life, I heard the past life did have a plan to build a monastery, but did not build. Supposed to be that one, my past life. Supposed to be. That's the Lamas, they say. So anyway, not that I remember. So while I was building the monastery, I'm supposed to, watch the workers, because I pay the money. It's very strange because usually people make money offering to me, and but there now, I keep the money and then I make the count number of days, how many days they worked, at the end of the day, I give money, we would go back to home. So kind of a little bit strange. Kind of. So then I go back in the kitchen while my sister was making food. I go back in the kitchen because I haven't learned well mathematics in the school, so I have to count the money from 10 rupees. From 10 rupees, then I go up higher. So then I know at the end how much is left today, how much money is gone, how much is left. So at the end of each day, sort of more or less. I keep the one plastic bag had a Episcopal, Katwan Episcopal, one man came, like Lado to Kata to measure or to check the ground or things. So he came there. So I keep under the table, where I get food or things to protect. So under the table. So my uncles, Achang Chile, and my uncles who are working in Laudo, so they don't know how much money I have. They say they don't know how much money Lama has. So I do tell them. So they don't know. But how much work to be prepared for that. Anyway, so I was supposed to watch the orchestra to not be lazy talking, or things. Anyway, so I was spending much time except for PP, go out. Then I sit talking, not working, talking. Sit on the wall with the building up, talking. So, yeah, only that. But I can't say, put him, oh, you walk, oh, you're wasting your time or something. I can't say, I will shout. I can shout from down there. So I see that I go back. So read text in the cave. But anyway, there was one text, there was one text, that is one text, one of the texts that's Gadamba Geshe's collections of advice. It's called Tomar Lojawa Chujugaje. Tomar is a very beginning thought transformation. You see? So when the very first thing that your mind becomes Dharma. Tomar Lojawa Chujugaje. But then draw Dharma. So the second title, the title, at the very beginning, thought transformation, then open and drove the Dharma, so the Holy Dharma. So that's I saw a lot of. So most texts is a Nima deities text, mostly handwritten. So even other monasteries, they borrowed text from Lada, I heard. So anyway, so that I read, there's money also there, other general texts, money book was there also. So anyway, I was not talking that, but so I spent much time reading that text. So then I come to know what the Dharma means. What is Holy Dharma? The difference between Holy Dharma and Holy Dharma. So come to know. Then I check. Then I checked my life in Solukhumbu in the early times. Memorizing text in the morning, evening, and reciting, and during pujas. In Solukhumbu. Those years with my guru, alphabet guru, my uncle, also my guru. The one, anyway, the two of the Galong, that, one to last but later, but so anyway, So I checked whether they become Dharma. All those years I did memorize text and did puja and all those things. Didn't become Dharma. So then in Tibet, I spent 3 years doing puja every day. I mean, except one day, there's 1 day break in the year. And New Year is 1 or 2, 3 day break, yes. So otherwise every day is all fixed. Today, which benefit to do puja, or it's all fixed. So, in the morning memorize text, evening recite, Bhat, all that. Or then daytime puja. So that then you 5 o'clock or something, then you come back, stomach full of food, and things like that. Maybe morning 8 o'clock you go, but you package your text, puja text, in bell number in jala. And so things like that, you see. Yeah, in the Pagari, so cold. So I can't bring my hands like this. Can't bring, so cold. So only after lunch I can bring my fingers together like this. Oh, so cold. So anyway, I checked whether they all become Dharma or not. Pujas and text, memorize all that. Dharma. Didn't not become Holy Dharma. Holy Dharma. So, yeah. Then, then at Baksa. Then, yeah. Baksa, the quite a number of years, memorize the text or debating with them. I mean, my debating is just little child play, So all that thing become Dharma or not? No, did not become Holy Dharma. So, yes, so all that, you see. Yeah, that's what I discovered. So it was a big surprise, unbelievable surprise. So it was a big discovery for myself. So therefore understanding all this Dharma and Holy Dharma is important. So otherwise, what happens? Your whole life, you think you practice Dharma, Holy Dharma, but a whole life, without knowing, then you become old Dharma. So do not practice Holy Dharma. Do not become Holy Dharma. A whole life, then the whole life, you see, you misunderstand, not knowing what Holy Dharma is. Then whole life, then you become old Dharma. Or what do you do? Even you are teaching Dharma, you see what you do? Meditation, satsang. So, kaza. So, yeah. Then you see, after that, I did, Bhajagana, Yogini, because I didn't have time. I didn't have time to be there. I was doing Bhajasabha, my first Bhajasabha, but I didn't have time to wait to finish. So I have to stop that, and the Geshe Thubten Gyatso, she's excellent doing retreat. She, in the louder, we get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, then make a thermos of black tea, and I lead, so with Bhajayogana Satana, or the Bhajasabha, very short. Because of the visualize it. So I did then. The Dagam monk court was excellent. Finished fast. Then Mesuma Karuna was there in the cave. He was sitting on the floor with a chua, black chua. And he didn't finish there. He had went to Kanupa, from where we get water when there's more people. There's I think Chatang Chuyirang Lama Ba, Yogi, yeah. It's where he, where he lived, yeah. There's a place where rocks on the way he gave teachings. I think, what was that? So anyway, he went, we have a house there, kind of old house. So he went there with the Babaji. Babaji made food. Babaji is the one who made the Kopan Monastery, old monastery, the first one. He designed, and so a small monastery, but the pillars are made the very fat. Pillars are made very fat, and then kind of more thin like this. So Babaji made food for him, and he did the retreat. And so he probably may finish, but I have to go down, go back to Kathmandu, or go to Wales or something. So I had to do Bhajan. So because I did this, I read this, spent much time. So then I begin the Bhajan. So you see, I cleaned my mind. It seems to say, by reading this text, is how to practice Dharma. So I've cleaned my mind. It's like cleaning your room with garbage, you see, dust. So I cleaned my mind. So you see, so I think a little bit cleaned my mind. So I think the retreat was really amazing. The first day, I couldn't imagine that in my life I would be happy like this. Couldn't believe it, that whole life will be like this. Couldn't believe it. Wow, amazing. Wow. So anyway, it's a very effective retreat. Yeah, anyway, yeah. So I suggest that if it was no question about 3 years retreat, but even a few months retreat, because if you can read this thing well, this text, then other with the retreat, or do this first, then begin retreat. Wow, then you have cleaned your mind. So then it become pure Dharma. So, yeah, so that's, then become a real retreat, not just counting mantra, or I have to finish, all the time, hurry up, I will do this, I will do that, I will do this, just words. And So anyway, so I was so scared when people come to see me make offerings. Of course, poor country, so so I see, and the bamboo basket was, it's potatoes is the normal offering. Then radish, big radish, terrible smell. terrible. If you eat a little bit of that, oh, your whole body, mind, your whole body becomes something very gross. Something very gross. And then so much fat, gas. You know, of course we cut and put in Thubten, and of course we use, but of course that's better, a little bit better. Anyway, so, and salt is the more rich one, brought from Tibet. You know, sea salt, yeah, from Tibet, salt. So things like that. So is very afraid of their offering. So so afraid when they offering. Yeah. But in the text we see the shortcomings of they're receiving the offerings. I mean shortcomings. So anyway, like that. So So of course, you're supposed to be a continuity developed from that. Continuity should be so. But so now, so many years ago, of course, now my mind became wild. You know, like wild monkey. So now it's been so many years. I want to build a monastery louder, you see, I'm talking about that. So how your mind become Dharma. So anyway, there's a book, the Transforming Suffering. There's a book, what's it called? I didn't translate the whole text. There's some part translated. Oh, what's it called? Transforming into happiness. And that one, I didn't translate all some, but yeah. So anyway, door to satisfaction. That's right, you're right. So, they said, do not continue, so you're supposed to double continue then. Then it allows all the realizations, renunciation, Buddhism, all that thing. But because the totally degenerate opposite, see that. So, that. So that a little bit basis for all the rest realization. Lamrim, that's usually what the people continuous practice. Okay. So the now antidote for the adult Dharma, for the attachment to the clinging, the life. So, then that is, you see, that is Kaswari. Shivamitaba impairment state. That becomes very important meditation. Okay, maybe, yeah. Yeah. Okay, we have to, yeah, maybe I stop here. So, okay, okay, yeah, then continue tomorrow. Okay, now dedication. Due to all the past, present, future marriage declared by me, third time marriage declared by the Catholic. Yeah, no, I think before the dedication, I must say there's one quotation about impairment that by 7th Dalai Lama, so I must do that. There's a few minutes. Tene kiji tanya dowana meba. Chida shinje tunda pangtani jibe. Sumbo se chiwe nyejan la chenro. That's very important. Very, very important. If you can write down in your diary book, it's very good. Long diary book or short diary book. It's very... So, since birth, no freedom to live for even 1 second. You run so yeah, anyway. Probably maybe in Tibet there's a messenger who carries a letter. They walk not too fast, but like jogging, you see, with the bell. I heard, I didn't see, but who carry a letter, you know, the government. So yeah, punctual messenger or so anyway, punctual. So you actually you're running to the Lord of Death in the towards the presence of Lord of Death. In front of that, you know, you run like the messenger. You run, you know, in the reality. 방사에 주에. For example, you see, there's a certain number of years, number of months until you are dead. There's a certain number of years, number of months, number of weeks, number of days, certain number of hours, certain number of minutes, seconds. There's a certain number of seconds. For now, right this second, after this, there's a certain number of seconds. So, but they finish fast. In reality, finish fast. Wow, the second numbers so fast. Or they're doing PP, or they're making food, or they're playing football, or they're get into water, beach, laying down on the beach, or whatever you're doing. But the number of seconds, permission, second, just finish so fast. Whatever you're doing in the reality, see, so fast. Whatever you're doing, whether you're meditating, whether so fast, or in the reality, myself don't know, don't pay attention. That's the reality. Shita Sangye Tenzin 방장집에 the presence of Lord Truth, then like the message, you run. You see? Second by second. Shita 방장집에 somebody even you call yourself alive, I'm alive and not I'm alive. Somebody says I'm alive, not dying, alive. Somebody saying, but you are in the danger of death. You are going toward your life is to go towards death, running, you see, in the danger of death. Running. Oh, you see, somebody in the hospital or dying of cancer or virus or somebody. Then maybe virus not allowed family to come, but there's cancer. Family go to see family friends. Oh God, we are alive. We're nothing wrong. Dying of cancer. Oh, we're alive. We have nothing wrong. Like that, we see, we think of it. But in reality, not only that person dying, you're also dying, you're also dying. Then it's only a certain number of seconds from this second up to the death. The finish fast. The same. Was the cancer dying? Death? No, we should think I'm not dying. But in reality, the same. Dying. So. Oh, see, they say like that, Pantage. Somebody said, oh, that's so what is it? Not just get worried, oh, I'm dying, not just make you worry, upset or depressed, or not just, no, the answer is so, then, you see, solution what to do, practice Dharma, learn Dharma, study Dharma, then you can practice. That's the solution, yeah. It's not just make you worry. No, not that. Not that. There are so the solution is learn Dharma, practice Dharma, yeah. So okay, so that not the meditation, the mind. Okay, all right. Then just tomorrow or next year or next life. Okay. All about the best and best medical, Buddhas, the bodhichitta, we saw all the happiness, success, including enlightenment for every sentence, may be actualized in the heart of others, yourself, or in the heart of all sentiments. Then in the heart, general bodhichitta, may be actually increase. Yeah, that okay. Oh, Changjo Samjo Rinpoche Ma Je Ba Na Je Jo Je Je Ba Nyam Ba Me Ba Yi Kone Gong Do E Pe Wa Jo Changzhou Senzhou Rinpoche Ma Je Pa Na Je Jo Je Je Ba Nyam Ba Me Ba Yi Kone Gong Do Pe Wa Shui Changzhou Senzhou Rinpoche Ma Je Ba Na Je Jo Je Je Ba Nyam Ba Me Ba Yi Kone Kongdo Bewa. And I realized to empty this minor different rising and empty this into minor different rising. Oh, Konde Ranji Adunza Mewa Da Junde Atende Luwa Mewa Da Penza Game Trosa Chawa Lodra Konde Dawara Chinji. Okay, then we pray there. All the particular, all the sick people, but particularly the virus this time, all the sick people, they will pray for them. May them, all the past, present, future, married to classify certain beings, by number of Buddhas, made those different countries who have a virus. All them how many there, the particular, may they be free from sicknesses, coolie, may the never experience forever, they send them. Sanje neba jineba nyudo nele da duj de nena malu ba ta do jwa me ba
to za she jam go ngyawe de jengyo be konzo do je to sum kurbe le mon do po Daso do che gyundo shate so Yanzo senzo Rinpoche Ma je para je yose Ke wa ne ba me ba da Go ne gondo be wa sho Me che wa De zen zen de se de me ke me Wan bo jambe yo Ga zen de be to ye to ka ba lo san da be sha la so wa me che we te zen zen de se de me ke me wa mo ja be ga zen de be to ye to ka ba lo san da be sha la so wa de me che we te zen zen de se de me ke me wa mo ja be ga zen de be to ye to ka ba lo san da be sha la so